So guys, today we are going to discuss something about how the Panay Island derived its name and a bit of history about Panay Island, or which is located at the central part of the Philippines. So in this map guys, world map, Google map, here's the Philippines, country of the Philippines, and the Panay is located at the central part of the Philippines. So that's it, the Panay Island. And this place is divided into four parts present time: Calibu, Rojas, Capiz, Iloilo, and Antique. So this is it guys, Panay Island, divided into four parts. Actually, the island of Guimaras is somewhat included in among the island of Panay. Included in this island of Panay, even though it's a separate island. So it is composed of Antique, Iloilo, Capiz, and Aklan. So here it is guys, we are going to discuss some history of Panay Island. This is just 3 pages, and I'm going to read these pages to you. So once upon a time in the island of Panay, that's the title. The island of Aninipay, or ancient name for Panay, after Nipay, a very itchy wild legume, lies at the extreme west coastlines of the Visayas in central Philippines, and is very rich both in political and spiritual heritage. Until the dawn of computer civilization, Mount Madias still stands majestically as an immortal landmark of the primitive spiritual past, and a living witness for the aborigines who live in a very deep spiritual reverence to their sky god named Borolacau. So Mount Madias guys was derived from it is something that means like high or tall or highest. That's why the highest peak in Panay is called Mount Madias, while the lowest is called Madiano, opposite of Madias. And the ancient Itas, or inhabitants of Panay, they worship their sky god Bulalakaw, because they had animism beliefs that time. Interestingly though, our Malay ancestors who came later had their own supreme god named Bathala. When they arrived in Panay, they simply adopted the worship and ceremonies of the natives to honor the sky god of the Itas. So, when the Malays came here, they also believed in the sky god of the Itas. They combined their animism and paganism beliefs. In fact, after the turnover ceremony of the purchase of Panay, Pading Bangut Banwa, a Babaylan Malay pagan priest, the spiritual minister of the new settlement, blessed the remembrance rock, or Binidayan, or in Bidayan, their birthplace where the barter of Panay took place, in the name of Bathala, their supreme god. He also blessed the Bulalakaw of Madias. So this barter of Panay took place in San Joaquin, Iloilo guys, and San Joaquin, that is where the headquarters of the first ruler of Panay, the first ever recorded in history of Panay. The first ruler was Dato Pulpulan and his son Dato Marikudu, who are the Itas and the first inhabitants of Panay. And after the barter Panay between Dato Marikudo and the 10 Datos, included Dato Puti, where they exchanged the whole island of Panay. They bartered the lands in exchange of necklace, gold necklace, and golden salakot or golden hat. And Dato Marikudo retreated to the mountains, and other Itas, he retired in the town of Kalinog, where the Marikudo Hills is now located. So the Bulalakaw Madyaas was the ancient sky god of the Itas, was also revered, blessed by the Malays. And here it is, guys. We have some illustrations here. This is Mount Madyaas, which is the highest peak in Panay. It is stated here that Mount Madyaas in central Antique, the highest mountain peak in Panay, believed by the Itas to be the home the sky god Bululakaw. Bululakaw is something like a meteor or an asteroid, but locals also believe that Bululakaw is something like a maiden with a tail, and like a maiden with a tail and is like burning like a fire. So back to our readings. Subsequently, after the 10 Bornean Datos state settled in Panay, the Malays made a yearly pilgrimage to Mount Madyaas in Antique, which is the highest mountain peak in the island. There, they built an altar or halaran in a place they call Balabagu, or renewal, to worship the sky god Burulakaw. They call this altar place sacred animist ritual site of Balabagu. Noticeably, the altar place of Balabagu was exclusively found in Mount Madyaas, and the pilgrimage over there every year. But as years went by, they changed the pilgrimage to once in 7 years. Still later, because of the increase in population, they decided that each village choose its own Balabagu in a secluded place. Hence, many places in Panay named Balabagu. So, in order to ease their burden of pilgrimage every year or every 7 years to the highest peak of Panay, where they worship the Bulalakaw in their worship place Balabagu, the inhabitants, they decided to establish Balabagus in every places where they were scattered in the islands of Panay. That is why there are many places in Panay that is called Balabagu, because this Balabagu is where these people or Itas, where they worship their sky god Burulakaw. So about the naming of Panay Island, did you know that the island of Panay has accumulated 3 names over the centuries? Here's how. The Atis or Itas originally called it Aninipay, after the wild itchy legume Nipay, and the Malays named it to Madyaas. The Malays, or those Datos who came from Borneo, Madyaas means high or tall or highest. That's why the highest peak in Panay is called Mount Madyaas. When the Spaniards came later, they changed it to Panay, which became the official name of the island until today. So Panay actually means there's bread in English, because pan in Spanish means bread, and the Spaniards exclamation was they pan, and high means there's bread. That's why when they came here in Panay, the island was full of rice fields by the Itas and Malays. So that means there's abundance of food or bread. So they call the place Panay, which became the official name of the island until today. So this is our vlog for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the vlog. These ideas or history about Panay Island of the Philippines, and we have more topics to discuss later, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and see you in our next video, guys.